Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Another DC Worlds Collide video. It's weekly reset, so it's one of the funner parts of the game. The shops re-up and everything like that, and get to have a little bit of fun. So I thought we'd come in today. We'll just do our weekly reset. Maybe we'll mess around with the story for a little bit, and we'll just get in here and have a little fun and start a new week. Swamp Thing's about to go. Shashare's about to show up, so that's exciting. You know. Let me know if you're going to be pulling for her and how hard you're going to pull for her, if she's a must-have for you or not. I'd be interested to see where you guys are going on this. I will probably pull in her. I will save my weekly pulls for when she pops up and pull them within her little event, but I won't push too hard for it. If I get her, great. If not, I'm not too worried about it. So Poison Team's not on my radar. Not that you can't have great teams without the legendaries. Black Team, perfect example. Obviously better with Blue Beetle, but you know what? You don't have Blue Beetle, as long as you got Ocean Master Nightwing, you've got a block team. So I would say legendaries aren't necessary. So if you didn't get Swamp Thing, it doesn't mean you're out of the poison race. And Shashara Synergy is the big synergy you want anyway. So you know, maybe you can still make it work. You're not out of it. But I'm not going to build a poison team. I'm going to finish off my block team. I have a idea of what I want to do for my Mr. T team. I might run that by you, and then you guys can let me know in the comments whether or not I'm crazy or not. And we'll get into it. Let's start collecting some stuff and getting our things. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one too. Usually I don't get that lucky in this. But a mighty and then a level 20. I'll take that. I have it? Oh, I already did my free one. All right, event center. Let's see what we got going on. I've done one battle of each. The two I do this one, and then I've been doing the experience because with the Swamp Thing and doing the 5 experiences to get those tokens, and my experience has gotten low. It's getting expensive, so I did the digital universe, did a video on that if you want to see that. Hopefully it's in the top right hand corner. And this trash just infuriates me to no end. Same video as before if you want to laugh at me trying to do this. How these guys get to stage 4, stage 5 is beyond me. More patience than I got. All right, let's get in the store, get our free stuff. Always take your free stuff. Yeah. All right, and let's start the security plan. Like I said, I did some things last night because I wanted to get in, and I'll show you guys here in a second. Okay, before we hop into arena, I did hop in last night and do my crisis watch. I did get the full score 10,000. I was unfortunately number 4 to get in, so I think that misses me out. Yep, so 4 to 10. I was number 4. Bane's one is pretty straightforward, one of the easier ones. No funny people have to be killed by bombs or they have to exit themselves from the battle or any of that crap. Pretty straightforward. Get in there and kill them as fast as you can. Usually gets you pretty close to a full score. I hit my 10,000. Like I said, unfortunately I was the 4th one to do it, so I'm going to be stuck at 4. But I'll definitely take those rewards for sure. You know, you're looking at agile, 30, 40 total agiles. So definitely take that, and I have a lot of green characters, Ocean Master, who I'd like to get up, so I'll definitely take those. And then, you know, you can't go wrong with these for sure, and you always need those for your armor. I'll just show you real quick what team I ran to get to 10,000. That way you can see what I ran. I ran Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Green Arrow, Kid Flash, and Constantine. Kid Flash has the stone on him. That just gets everyone going faster, gets that wheel turning a little bit quicker. And then it's just a matter of, now I had it on this one because I wanted to increase the heal so I can max out the HP. The big thing is the RNG. Wonder Woman has to hit Penguin hard enough. If she doesn't hit him hard enough, it's over. I have to start over. It's even better if she hits Silence, but that first lasso has to be a big hit from Wonder Woman right here. Not big enough. So you'll see when I do my AoE, it won't kill him. Yep, see, he's still alive. It's garbage. I need her to hit him because that should have ended the battle right there. I need her to hit him. Let's restart this. I need her to hit Penguin hard enough to where either she kills him or Arrow comes in and kills him, and then when she wins that, that finishes that second AoE she gets from the minion there on the side, finishes the battle. If I don't get that, then it's over. Let's see if we can do one where we actually get Penguin hit pretty hard. Sometimes it takes a couple times. It's all RNG, as we're so used to in these games. But yep, get the chair. That gets everyone going a little bit quicker, gets that wheel spinning. And then, all right, that's a good one. Okay, she might even finish him off. Yep, nope, well, Arrow will. There, Arrow does. We won the race. Wonder Woman finishes everyone else off. Oh, just short. So that one was just short, but either way, we got the 2,500. That would have cleared the 2,500 there. And you get your perfect score. So that's the team I use. That's the strategy I used based on the characters I have. So, but definitely get in there and do it and just post your best score. Even if you get top 10, it's 30. Even top 20 is 20 plus the 500 diamonds. So definitely get in there and get your best score posted as soon as possible again, because like I said, that's a first come first serve. Whoever posts their score first, you get that spot. So sorry guys. So you see, I won't even try to say his name. He went first, posted his score first. He's locked in at number 1. No one can knock him out. Absolute Justice came in 2nd. Mr. Squirrel came in 3rd. I came in 4th. Super Sun did it 5th. And you see all these guys that get 10,000 behind me can't bump me out of 4th because I posted my score first. So if this guy gets a 10,000, he's out of the top 10. He can't get into the top 10. So you definitely want to get in there and get your score posted as quickly as possible. And that way you get your, especially if you know you're going to get 10,000, and get your spot locked in, and that way they can't knock you out of it. All right. Where are we at here? Let's do some arena battles. Where am I at arena? I think I should be in new season. All right, let's do our free ones. I'm going to watch some people, they actually look for hard fights in these. I am not that person. I want my 5 wins as quickly as possible, and we'll move on with life. So I hunt for the easy ones. And right now that's 2. And I have been number 1 on this one night. I actually got in soon enough before anyone else did and got to be number 1 for a second. I should have screenshotted it and kept it. Well, at least I'll be able to say I was top 10 at one point. All right. And the reason I do 5 is because after that is when you don't get any more of the dual medals. And just for science, we'll show that off. I shouldn't get any more dual medals because this will be my 6th win. Unless I get these guys way over punch. Yep, no more. So after 5, you don't get any more of the dual medals. You can stop. If you want to farm gold and keep going, or you want to farm your spot and try to get, you know, obviously the higher rank you get, the better season rewards you get at the end of the year. Definitely do you, but if you want to preserve your little keys here, your battle keys, you know, you only need 5 and then you're good to go. All right, we'll get to that Victor's Arena. I'm curious too, but let's do this in order or else I'll get all confused and lost. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, 5, that'd be nice, but I'm nowhere close on this one. Even with my rank 10 Nightwing, if this gets to 90%, I'll try to do it manually, but I don't think we're getting there. Yeah, see, I'm at the 30s. All right. Let's do a system recovery. I was able to finish off 29 and 30, so that was nice. Or 30 and 31, I'm sorry. 30 and 31. Let's see where we're at here. Are we up against the wall or are we just... Okay, no, we're good. Let's hop into... I hate that I do that. Let's start the first one of 33 then. What are we playing with out here? Tactical, that's the blues. Actually, I don't use blues. I'm not using this to even, you know what? Let's see if the block team can do this. They're strong against blues, but weak against reds. You know what? Let's just go with my normal arrow team. And we'll go offense. We'll bring in Constantine. Oh, I should have brought in Constantine. I could have did this without the blues. Oh well. Yeah, look at Bride eating that up. Let's get some hard hit. Ooh, they hit Batman hard. Damn. That's alright. She's got a revive, and Wonder Woman just nuked Batman out of existence. Well, let's get a exhaust down, and we'll get the mirror out. And that's the end of him. Wonder Woman in that lasso. Alright. But yeah, so that's what I did there. So that's been pretty nice. As soon as we're done with this, I'll show you. I'll show you now. Also was able to the other day. We got Aquaman to 9. So took roughly, I think I unlocked him September 25th. I had the materials October 31st. So we'll call that, what, 5 weeks? That's the benefit of the event. Now the event not only enables you to take him straight to 8, but it also gave me enough currency left over that I had a head start on 9 through stores and stuff like that. I was able to get enough shards, and then 8th metal that the 40 you get, or 40 or so you get free to play, was able to get him to 9. Now 10's going to be a little bit different. We need 140. I'm at 26. So if I get 40 in November, that gets me to 66. Another 40 in December gets me to 106. We're still way behind 140. I'll be able to buy 20 in the shop, but that store only refreshes once a month. So 106, 126, 146. End of December, beginning of January is when I anticipate this whole little, how quickly can you get a legendary to level 10 through an event, free to play. So we're probably looking at unlocking him September 25th, sometime around the new year before we get him to 10. So what's that? September, October, November, December. You're looking at a good solid 3 to 3.5 months to unlock a character in a legendary event. And then if you solely concentrate on them, getting them to level 10, 3 to 3.5 months is what it's looking like. So, but we'll know for sure come the end of December, beginning of January, because maybe they'll have some events or something that'll get us some more 8th metal, or maybe some more shards of him will pop up somewhere. But that's what we're looking like there. So we got him to 9, so that was nice. All right, convergence. Where are we at today? All right, Keystone. Ah, yeah, my villains one. I don't have good villains. I think Poison Ivy would be good. I actually like Grodd in this one too. Why am I not using Grodd? I like Grodd's ultimate because he does slow, and he does one other thing. What's it? Oh, okay. %25 on the action bar, and he adds slow and weaken for 2 turns. So I like to use his ultimate right off the bat, and then hopefully everyone else kind of just pitches in and gets it done. We'll run the block. Let's see where we go. If we survive long enough. Sometimes when you get too far, they just nuke me before I even get a turn. But Yeah, I'm always concerned when the Batmobile goes first. I always feel like I'm behind then. We really haven't done a lot on the block front either. Let's get one more Grot in there at least before he goes by. Alright, there went Killer Shark. There goes my tanks. Let's get this up now. Get the buffs and get them, everyone topped off. But yeah, I just don't have enough. Alright, well, you know what? We're not out of this yet. Let's go ahead and take a free block. I might do better on this than I was anticipating. There's our free block. Okay, Ocean Master does his business. Can we hold on? Two-Face won't. Alright. Oh yeah, alright, so not bad. I'll take it. Definitely anything that gets you those purples and blues. You're in the business. You want those. Can't ever have enough of those, unfortunately. Love the Batmobile. You just starting this game out, you do everything you can to get that Batmobile that first 7 days. And the Batmobile's carried me as my best reinforcement by far. It just can hit so hard if you put the investment into it. Ah, got impatient. I wish I'd have waited a second. I would have used Grodd instead. Oh, even though Two-Face was like, hey, dude, I can hit hard. Uh-oh. Alright, good. Wasn't sure how hard she was going to hit. Normally I would spare you guys a lot of this, but I'd really like to stack up those purples and red, or blues. So how you guys doing? Anyone get Shashara yet? Anyone spending the money? Or are we waiting until the mother box pulls? The nice thing with him is he does... Come on. Let's get Two-Face healed. Is he does weaken too, so that kind of works well with Ocean Master. Alright, you can freeze him, that's fine. Alright, there we go. And then Grodd can add more weaken and slow these guys down a little bit. I gotta check my thing. I gotta make sure I got block on him too. Gotta make sure I got block on my tanks. Because I know they've been taught, they had originally thought HP was better, but then it sounds like the block mechanic works a little different than worded, and that it would be beneficial to your tanks to have block on them. You know what? We'll wait. Ocean Master do his business. There we go, another level. Unless Bizarro goes crazy on me. Yeah, definitely don't want Ocean Master froze. Ah! So the mirror comes in, and because he's froze and he can't take a turn, helps him out there. Alright. See, I read the mirror and it just wasn't tracking with me, but now that I see it, it makes a lot more sense. Yeah, these kits, like, man, when I was reading Shashar's yesterday, it's like I'm reading it and I hear it, but it's hard for me to comprehend these kits, and especially as these games develop, the kits get more and more complicated. You know, and then it's trying to remember how every interaction that each person has with the kit, and who else does bleed, who else does this or that, and you know, and we've only got 70 characters. DC, you can have hundreds of characters, you know. Yeah, we're okay in the back row. I'll wait till Grodd pops off. And I only got a 5-star Grodd, too. Ooh, easy there on Bane. Let's get Bane healed up. Get more bleeds out there. Back row's still looking good. No, not doing too bad. Getting further along than I thought. We'll do one more, then we'll move on. Ooh. Let's get the Batmobile out there. Maybe we'll get a couple stuns. Oh, we got 3 stuns. That works. I don't know if it's going to be enough to help Two-Face, but... Oh, wow. Nope, not in time. Damn it. Not that Two-Face is essential to this, but... it is a turn that moves the wheel. Alright, let's get some bleeds going out there. We got slow. Grodd's weaken with his weaken. Easy there. Alright, it went bye-bye. Let's get Bane in here. Get a heal. Get more bleeds, and this one's a wrap. Alright, we'll move on. There we go. Not bad, though. I'll have to push that a little bit more. Was this a 20 or a 30? As the 10s start to 30s? Yeah. Damn. Woo. It's a long ways to go. That's alright. Let's get finished this security plan. Alright, now what we want to see. Elite Arena. Woohoo! End of the season. I'm at least 1,200 in. I'm doing Pioneer. Let's see what we can do here. Can we... Well, I'm not gonna... Well, let's see. Yeah, I might be in this. Now... Says after checking, during defense, teams will be deployed randomly. Let's see, I cannot... And if you know how, let me know how I can make it so I can adjust who I'm fighting. Or is it just random? Because I don't see anywhere where I can get in here and say, I want to do this guy versus this team. Now you can go in your lineups, but that just adjusts your lineups. That doesn't tell me who I can, right? Yeah. Doesn't tell me who I can. I can't pick who I want to fight like you can in the other ones, so. So here we are, we're doing Pioneer. And it now won't let me see. Ah, that's a bummer. But either way, best of luck to you. Right now I'm top 64, so this is where I was last time. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll at least get up to there. But we are in again, so that's nice. Let's get back into Elite Arena, new season. Let's see what this up. For the first time in Chichira's poison is added to an enemy. 5 additional stacks are added. Poison characters have their... Okay, so nothing new. I think we did that last time. Alright. Mr. Squirrel's picking on me. Let's collect these rewards. Before we hop in, let's do one thing here real quick. I had some improvements I could do. I think we can get Nightwing. How high can we get Nightwing? I don't think we're getting him to 25 yet. That's 24. Nope, we're 6 short from 20, from 24. But we got Nightwing going. We want to get him to 25. All right, we can get Constantine to 20, so that's nice. That gives us 15% chance for an additional strike and a 25. Oh, so is it? Oh, a 25%. I'm sorry, 15% increase in damage and a 25% chance for an extra projectile. So we'll definitely want to use that. All right, so there's Constantine. Now I have some blues that I can use, and I'm not sure, is Constantine the next blue I was going to use? Was I going to get him to 25? Or was I thinking Mr. T? Saving for Mr. T. I think I'm just going to go with Constantine and get him to 25. Gets a significant crit damage, damage amplification too, and I want him hitting hard. And he is probably my best blue. I am not going to do Lex. Won't do Zatanna. I'm a ways away from her. I'm a ways away from even having Mr. T up and going anyway. So yeah, we'll push Constantine. And we'll just use the blues. I won't use any universals, not that I have any, but if I had any, I wouldn't use those. I'm saving those for Nightwing. Nightwing's the priority. But we can use our extra blues here. So let's get Constantine up. We can get him pretty close. We can get him 23. Actually, we can get him all the way to 24. Wow. All right, so we just need 30 to get him to 25. So we're already on the doorstep. That didn't take long at all. And like I said, I won't touch the 14 universals. Those are for Nightwing only right now until we get him to 25. My next Mighty, I think, is going to be DCU Superman, because that's going to be part of the Mr. T team. And I think that will be, because he's at 20. He's at 20. I want to do him, but every time I get going to where I'm like, it's time to move on Kid Flash, I get distracted, and Superman's distracting me right now. I was thinking about Batman, because I have enough where I can get him to 10 and be well on my way to 11. And I'm thinking Mr. T team of... So... Oops. All deployed DPS allies get additional defense. So you want an all DPS team, right? So I was thinking Mr. T, of course, Guy, Soups, Batman, and then I was thinking maybe Zatanna or Jess. But that's what I was thinking about doing. Let me know what you guys think about that. If that's what I should do, or if you think I should be thinking Burn. But I'm thinking that. I have the Lantern artifact, so I can put it on one of these two. Lanterns are going to come eventually. When the TV show comes out, if not sooner, they're going to do lanterns. So it wouldn't be terrible to build my lanterns up because I also made another adjustment that I'm going to do. But that's the Mr. T team I'm thinking about right now. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my block team. I was going to go all in on Vixen, but I think I'm going to go change that to John Stewart. I think I'm going to go Nightwing, John Stewart, Ocean Master, Bloodsport. Where you at, Bloodsport? There you are, buddy. And then I'm thinking Constantine or Batman. Probably interchangeable, just depending on if I need a red or if I need a blue DPS. But and then having these two my interchangeables for right now. I know a lot of people skip on Bloodsport. I don't know. His passive with this increased block, every time you block, you got Nightwing up there blocking. You know, every block rate bonus increases to 30%. Block attacks required to reduce advance. So every 5 blocks, it increases your block. I just like that. So I think I'm just going to keep him. You know, his basic adds weaken, which is what you want. So I think I'm just going to keep him. I know a lot of people go without him and, you know, they're smarter than I am, but I'm going to stick with a Bloodsport, I think. So I think the block team's going to be Nightwing, John Stewart, Bloodsport, Ocean Master, and then an interchangeable Constantine Batman. And then Mr. T will be Mr. T, Soups, Guy. Mr. T, Soups, Guy Gardner. One, two, three. Zatanna and Jess, maybe? That's what I'm thinking. The 4 DPSs, and then the 2 we can put Soups up front. Probably could put her up front with her shields, maybe. So that's the ideas anyway. So that's what we're thinking about. That's what we're throwing around. All right. So let's finish this. Let's get into Arena. The beauty part of early arenas, I don't even have to make the mistake of choosing the bad team. They do it for me. All right, there's one. I'll just do the 5 to max out the rewards. I'll come back in and do the other 5 later, because these are all going to be, most of these should be blowouts in the beginning. There we go. And it keeps picking on the same team. Definitely pick that up. Word, and I found this out the hard way. When this pops up, you take it right away. This popped up for me once, and I thought, oh, I'll get it next time. I lost. It wasn't there anymore. So I had to win again to get it back. So get it now. That way, if I lose, let's say I lose this next battle, I've got it collected, and I don't have to wait to win another battle. Especially like in the beginning here, it's easy. But you start getting to a place where maybe you're in and out of one. As soon as you can collect it, grab it. Because it will go away if you get knocked back and you haven't collected it yet. I found that out the hard way, so learn from my silliness. How many? 2 more battles. Oh, now we can move around. And we don't need to. Alright, one more. Oops, I guess we're going a little too fast. Look at that, 20 million. Woo! I'm down here at 7.7. Ah, 17 million. Wow. Order doesn't even matter when you're 10 million in the hole. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, you don't have much of a fighting chance with that. All right. That should be it though. That should cover my 5. There we go. Get these rewards here real quick. All right. We'll come back to that later, or I will anyway. And just got to do Elseworld. Give me a John Stewart and we'll be done. And look at there, John Stewart. Now, normally I would be looking right here and thinking, oh, this is cake. We're done. I want to see how far John Stewart can carry this. So, we're going there. Let's see how far John Stewart can carry that. All right, we want him going off first. We'll have him. I have no idea what any of these rest of these guys do, so we'll just not care about the order. And so the order you place them should be the order their ultimates are. So because I placed John Stewart first, he should go first. He should go second. Or I'm second. And then I think third, fourth, and fifth, or however I did it. So yep, see. So that way, if the first time you place them, you don't have to come and redo the ultimate. Just place them in the order you want them to use their ultimate, and it just saves you a little step. All right. Purples. More purples. Let's watch one too. I'll put it on auto. Let's see what. I think these are automatically. Oh, there we go. Let's go. Alright, now that the ultimate's up, now he should be counterattacking like crazy, hopefully. Yeah, could you imagine him and Ocean Master just next to each other? That would, yeah. So. And since he I mean, yeah, you just put Nightwing in this spot. Let Nightwing block. Yeah, yeah, that's going to be the way to go. So, we'll definitely be doing that. One blue, one blue, one blue. That'll definitely be the play. We'll go ahead and go back to skipping. We're not doing that. All right, who's our first draft pick? No one all that interesting. I'll take Bizarro, I guess. Oh, there's a... no John Stewart. The other thing, too, you can have John Stewart on your team. Do not fight John Stewart, either. Because that won't end well, either. I'll put Bizarro in there. I should go in and change Bizarro's where he is at the ultimate, but after John Stewart, right now it really doesn't matter. Yeah, he's fine there. Actually, you know what? Increase tactical. Well, I don't even know if I have any tactical, but we'll do it anyway. Nope, John Stewart. Oh, there's 4 purples. Ugh, 4 purples, so that's the one we're going to run. Yeah, I don't have any tacticals. Poison lightning strikes at the end of the turn. Tank damage by 100%. That's a good one for this team. Man. Take a healer, I guess, even though I'm not going to put anyone in. Hopefully that buff will be enough to get us through, because we're going to start hitting the reds now. I guess the thing is can he survive long enough to get to his ultimate? Or do they nuke him out before he gets there? Which I guess will help by adding 50% defense. Ugh, I hate the Flash and Kid Flash and all them healers. Oh, took a little bit of a hit there. That's alright. We don't even need a full team. We have John Stewart. Mighty, that's John Stewart, so we'll increase his attack some. Let's see. Alright, who are we putting in? We got a new tank. Healer. Alright, can we do a shorty squad? Oh, we timed out. Alright. Oh, let's get some heals in. In fact, John Stewart still didn't even die. Alright, so I'm going to take this out and redo this. John Stewart first. We'll use second. I'll do you third. You fourth. We'll bring the healer in. That, and I don't have any legendaries on my team. Did I do this one already? I want to say I have. I think I've done that one too, though. Dealing frostbite damage. I don't have anyone doing frostbite. We'll just take that one. It was a good draft. Alright, let's increase that. Oh, then I get a frostbite, but that's alright. Let's get Supergirl in for Canary. Let's make sure hers goes off second. Oh, I guess I did have Bizarro. He does burn or freeze or something. Sorry, guys. And that's it. Elseworld. John Stewart carries it. Like I said, you get John Stewart and just let him go. Alright, so that's done. Get a couple weekly ones out of the way. Get 3 of the security plan out of the way. Let's see what Swamp Thing has to offer us. Alright, so let's challenge Swamp Thing. I'm just going to fast play it. I'm at 25. I can't get to... I think you need to get to 10 to up it. And I'm nowhere near there, so... We'll just take our little shot here. And stay at 25. We'll take our 20 Swamp Thing shards and go home. Alright. Alright, we won't recruit. We won't recruit. We will upgrade equipment. I've been upgrading this one right here. This is a block percentage with another block here. So I've definitely just been doing that one at a time. And the nice thing is that those are relatively cheap. Yeah, obviously compared to the 2s and the 3s, which I don't have any 3s yet. But this right here will be on him because of the percentage based, unless I get lucky, for probably a long time. Because you got to get lucky to get these percentage bases, and then to get a Epic 2 or Epic 3 on a percentage base takes even more luck. So I'll probably be running this one for a long time on him. So I'll just keep upgrading that one. And then level up 5 times. I think, yep, Nightwing to 260. Maybe. It's going to get expensive. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yep, look at that. I'm almost out. I'm at 76. So we'll do Ocean Master next. I'll have to dip into my consumables, but I'll have enough to start Ocean Master right away. It's just a matter of the starting to run low on the actual experience points. All right, so we're done there. We're done here. I know I'm going to leave 10 of those on the board, but that's all right. Let's go to the shop. We bought all the super encrypted tokens. Since we didn't do Swamp Thing, no need to buy the shards. We went all in on the super encrypted tokens, and we're going all in on the regular encrypted tokens after that. Which I think I can buy 2. Yep, all right, so 2 more of those is nice. And then we'll be done here. The shop's open for 4 more days, so I don't know how this isn't open for 4 more days. And then oh, sorry guys, I'm in the wrong spot. And then here we're done. I ended up all the super encrypted tokens, bought all these out, and I think I ended up with 1 of those. So not bad. I mean, the store, even if you don't get the character, the store is still nice, and there's a lot of good stuff in there. So, you know, definitely be doing the event and staying on top of it, because there's a lot of good stuff in there you want. I've reloaded all my super encrypted tokens, so I should have over 40. Yeah, 43. So, you know, it's still not going to get me to pity for the next event, but it, you know, it gets me closer. What we got going on in this bunker? Let's get this off. All right, quick collect. And let's get those out. Let's get rid of these red dots. Let's see, the league's usually pretty quiet. Yep, nothing going on. Let's do some team ups. Let's see if we got a red one we can do. Okay, I'll leave that to give people a chance to try to get the artifact pulls, and then we'll come back to it later in the day if it's still there and help out. We will go ahead and help out with that one since it only has a half hour left. And this should be the last battle for that one. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that system at all. I don't like the fact that you can only get those. Oops, I got it on auto. I don't like auto. Because it just makes you not, you know, when you have your 2, you want to make sure you're hitting the reds because you want those artifact draws. So when, you know, your friends list, you got guys on there that need help, but they're doing a purple or yellow one, you don't want to waste your 2 on that because those don't get you the artifact pulls. So I'm not a big fan of how that kind of plays out. I'm not saying I have an answer to fixing it, but I'm just... It'd be nice if there was just something better that incentivized you a little bit to help people, even if that's not a red one, because, you know, these are the only ones you can get the pulls for. So of course you want to make sure you're using them on those. So, and then it just kind of disincentivizes you to help your friends if they're not doing the red ones, at least until you get your 2 red ones in. So, all right. I'm gonna get rid of that red dot. All right, let's go over here. Let's do some consumables. Let's do some equipment. Anything worth a gamble? That might be okay. We'll have to see. Ooh, oh, super encrypted. Nice. 12 of these. Let's do our 27 of those. Let's get our elite character. That's nice. 60 grand is not terrible. We're holding on to those for right now. Let's see what we get. All our unclaimed stuff. League challenges gets us 2,000. That's nice. League activity. I guess I had some unclaimed stuff here. Awesome. We'll claim all that. Oh, my where'd all my mail go? I don't like that mail all disappeared. Okay, here we go. This is from my merge game I've been playing. Don't judge me. It's okay. I like myself a little merge game. It's a nice little time burner. But okay, so we got 20 of those, so we might get close to Constantine at 25 already. Let's take a peek real quick before we hit the store. Yes, look at that. Oh, wait, I forgot I have universals, damn it. Yep. Oh, I need 30, I got 24. I'm not using my 6 universals, so. But we're close. All right, let's get in the store and do some shopping. Artifact pull. Maybe we'll do some artifact pulls. I was going to say, I'm saving the mother box pulls for Shishera, but maybe we can get in there and do some artifact pulls. At least get some pulls in. All right, definitely want that because we're short that. And that's always nice. Love it when the purples are for sale on gold. And then that one. Nothing else in here is worth a darn. So we'll move on. Let's see, that might block, crit resistance, HP, speed on a tank or someone like that. I don't know. A block one with a block. Now, see, this could be an interesting one if that's a block percentage. And then with a block, and then that could be a nice one worth gambling for. What about this health one? Same thing. That's a good health one. But I think I'm going to gamble on the block one. Get off my screen. Yeah, I think I'll gamble with that one. Let's see if we get lucky. All right, arena shop. All right, we won our 2 8th medals. We won our Ocean Master, and that's all we'll buy here. Here we want our reinforcements. I had been buying Batman, and now I have buyer's remorse. I'll come back to it. Elite Arena, this is the one that does monthly, so that's what I was talking about with Aquaman earlier. That's how I'll get to him. And then League Shop, we'll definitely do our Ocean Masters. We'll definitely do these. Do our Ocean Masters. I want to try to get him to 11. You know, well, that's all we'll do for right now. Actually, I think I do all these. And I'll do that one too. I got so many of this. It's not even funny. All right. Knock out another security plan. Let's see what we got there. Base 5 times. That gets us an encrypted token. That's nice. All right, so let's get into. We're not going to do mother box pulls, but we'll set our. Let's go into John Stewart first. So John Stewart and Bloodsport, I think, are our desires. Let's get John Stewart ranked up as high as we can for right now. All right. That's 4. Let's set in. All right. Let's do 5. I may even have shards of him. I do have shards of him. How many? Ooh, 80. So we might get him up to 7 if I have enough purple and blues. All right. And I do. All right. So John Stewart to 7. So we'll go ahead and put him on the team right away then. Skills. All right. We can unlock his badge, which we will certainly will do. I wonder what his badge does. At the start of his first ultimate, all Green Lanterns gain 1 stack of weakness insight for each Green Lantern ally. What the hell is weakness insight? Huh. Ooh, he adds exhaust at 20. That'll be nice with the block team because they'll definitely have more than 6 type of debuffs with Ocean Master and the bleeds and all the weaken. Oh, badge 30, he goes to ultimate automatically. So right off the bat, he's into his counterattack mode. Wow. Wow, that's nice. Well, we're definitely at least getting him to 10. All right, there's tier 1. All right. What is he? He's a mighty too. See, now I'm getting distracted because I wanted to do Superman as my next mighty. Now I don't know. I gotta get better mods on you too, buddy. Now I don't know. All right, so I would just, I want to, let's see, where is my mods at? Okay, I want some attack on him. I like that one. But I don't want, do I want the health on him? I mean, he's get to it. I just got to decide now if I'm going to go all towards him and then Soups, or Soups first, which I think I'm going John Stewart. The block team is the team I'm working on now. We're going. And before I can change my mind, I hit buttons. All right, there we go. So we got him that far. We'll definitely be getting... So let's get in here. Team 2. Vixen out. John Stewart in. Can we slide Vixen in this one? No, this is kind of my trash team. I don't think she's going to make a difference there. Okay. So there we go. We made that change. We'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and set our... What do I need? I think I need 40? Hopefully I don't need 80. All right. Okay, good. 40 just to get the artifact on him. So we'll put John Stewart as a desired. And Bloodsport as desired. Hopefully we get them both to 8 this week so we can get an artifact on both of them. And then the block team should be going pretty good. I mean, we'll push John to 10 and badge 30, I think, because the idea of him starting off with it sounds pretty nice. And we'll swing back around to Superman again. All right, another box. Let's unlock that. Oh, I didn't do this one. Give me some good... If I can get enough league ones, maybe we'll do an unblock, like we can hit like that one. I've hit that one before, or even the 45 one would be nice. That would be beautiful too. Oh, come on. Big money. 10's not bad, but... All right, 10 of those. All right. So reinforcements, how far am I away from ranking up this to 5? Man, still need 9. These come so slow. So slow. Man, it takes forever. But we will go ahead and level up. I think I'll level up the chair to 5 more. The reason why I kind of hoard these two, and I'm very careful with these, is because you do get events where they say if you level up your reinforcement 5 times, you get tokens or whatever for that event. So I want to make sure I always have enough to do that for those events. Crypto, I missed by 1. The cannon, I wasn't close. So we'll move on from there. All right, let's do some artifacts and the artifact. We'll do 20 artifact pulls. How about that? We'll get to Purple Pity. I'm working on the lasso to tier 3. So we got the blues and greens maxed out. And we are 48 short on the purples. So the event helped with that too. Buying those is a huge amount. Tier 3 will get me a critical rate hit, which increases her critical damage. So that'll be nice for her. All right, so purples. I'm hoping... I'm 40 away from Nightstick, so I'm not going to get there. I think I'm 40 away from here too then, right? Yep. So that's 40. The only other one I would really be interested is Bane, and we're ways away from there too. Maybe... Oh, sorry, guys. Well, I guess we'll knock out security plan while we're out here. Just to make sure I don't have enough to... Nope. I like to do these at 100, so... And we do 10. Alright, guys. Let's knock out these security pulls here. We'll do 2. We're already maxed out there. Let's see what we get. Hopefully we get some of the purple material. That'd be nice. Or a lasso. Alright. I don't think there's a lot there to write home about. Let's do 10 more. Yeah, no purple material. Ah, 1. Slow down with the 1. Giving it out too fast. And there's our purple. And we're going to take the Nightsticks. I think this is the #1 thing I want to get going is Nightwing going. So 20. Oh, damn it. I'm sorry, guys. So this should net me 10, I think. All right. Oops. Yep, got me 10, so we're at 30. It's all right. We're moving along. And we're still only, what are we, 28 from another pity, so then we'll get that again, and we'll have the Nightsticks up to level 3. Level 2. So that doesn't make any sense. I got 3 stars there, but it says level 2. I don't know. I got confused last time, and I think DC Fanverse helped me out. Thankfully, because I was looking like a fool trying to figure this out. Okay, let's get this tier and up going. Let's start our whole 1 purple we got. And there we go. Let's see if we got anything else we can... Anyone else got a rank up? Maybe when we weren't looking. All right, we got 1. All right, so he's at 4 stars. But it says level 3. Yeah, I have more artifacts than I do characters that can use them. Not surprising, though. But, alrighty, guys. I think I'm going to call that there. You know, just getting some stuff done. Kind of planning the week where we're going to go. John Stewart, I'm excited about that. Hopefully we can hit him. We'll save, like I said, we'll save those mother box pulls for Shishera. Maybe we'll get lucky and grab her. She has the synergy, so it wouldn't be a terrible thing to at least have her on the roster. And then when she moves on into the other stuff, the more accessible stuff, we can decide to target her if at that time we're thinking about a poison team. But we're a ways away from a poison team anyway. So I'm not too worried. If we get her, we get her. If not, I'm not worried. I'm not going to push to the 200 for the pity or anything like that. If by some miracle we got John Stewart and Bloodsport within the first 40 pulls and we don't have her, I'd be done for the week. I'd be out. So, hey, what's going on? I was just getting ready to log off and just gonna go over my week. Hopefully, like I said, John Stewart and Bloodsport's what I'm going for. If I get them before I get Shashira, I'm out. I'm not gonna push for Shashira. I'll just get her at a later date. I'm so far away from a poison team that it wouldn't even be worth. It'd be a waste of my time and my tokens. What do I got? What am I looking at? I got 20 there, and then I have 16,000 diamonds. So what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 8 pulls there. So 80 pulls there, and then so I got a little over 100. Like I said, not enough to get to the pity for Cheshire, however you say her name. But I'll pull within her banner, and then if I get her, great. If not, like I said, if I get John Stewart and Bloodsport quick, I'm out. I'll take my diamonds and go home and go for them guys next week. My main focus is getting these two up to 8, to hopefully 8 this week, and then getting them to 9 and 10 and getting that block team squared away. And then it's full steam ahead on Mr. T. Oh, 107. Yeah, you're not gonna get to pity either, right? Because it's 40. And then the fifth one, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 200, which is way too high. I mean, the fourth one should be the pity, not the fifth. And then what are even the drop rates? I don't even know if they'll be the same or if they even show them in here. So an elite or an 3% or an epic. See, it's just that seems right. Yeah, you and everyone else, right? The less pity, the better. But man, it just, I wish they would just, 1% is just so steep at 150. 75 and make this like 5%. Epic should be around 7 or 8. That just seems real, I don't know. But that's a conversation that's been going on for weeks, and we got a little bit of change. So, and I seen last night, good move, switching out the voice, putting your best foot forward. That's a smart move. Oh man, but yeah, so just did my dailies and the weekly reset stuff, and decided I'm gonna go in on John Stewart. So we moved him up to 7. I gotta remod him. Yeah, even for a whale, I mean, that's a lot of money. And this game isn't exactly making money hand over fist either, so. Let's see, where am I at story? 4015. What do I need to unlock my first gear 3? I'm not going to get there because I need gear 3, epic 3. That's not giving me any epic stuff. It's a spec. Alright, yeah. Recovery missions 3510 or 4430. Oh, did you? I see Mr. Squirrel had one out on Cheshire. I watched a little bit of it. He didn't look... I had the sound off because I was doing something else, but he just body language didn't look like he was blown away or anything by it, and best I could read on the scroll. Yeah, Swamp Thing in the back, huh? Does she get something? I don't think I can see her kit. Does she get something for being in the front? Yeah, you want her badge 30. What was the reasoning for putting her in the front and not Swamp Thing? Because, okay, where's our pass? So, okay. Throws a bomb, disappears into the invulnerable. After the smoke dissipates, you should receive one cypher cell is active. Any attacking enemy that would inflict. So it's just okay. Shares weapons are all coded. Enemies with less than 30 of them. I still don't see where anything says she gains anything for being in the front row. Hey Sith Lord, how you doing, bud? Because if you put her in the front row, see you have Wonder Woman in front of her, and Wonder Woman hits her with that lasso and silences her. She's a sitting duck there. If you can nuke her out in time. No, they're smarter than I am, though. Like I said, I can't. Well, them guys, like I said, they're smarter than I am. I'm not great at reading these kits and understanding what's going on. I just didn't see anything that's would suggest putting her in the front row adds any kind of advantage as opposed and then putting your tank in the back row. Like I said, you put her in the front row and you put Wonder Woman across for her. If Wonder Woman goes first and silences her, then she's going to miss a turn out before she can do anything, and you seem to be putting her in harm's way, but I'm probably wrong. Like I said, I'm not good at these kits. I don't read these very well. Right? Yeah, if you're taking, you don't take. You're missing out. I mean, let's see, where are you at, Swamp Thing? Look at all them reds I need. There we are. That's his thing. So he's spreading poison. That's his. Where's his passives at? There's some healing and giving out sturdy armor. And this is the thing, wouldn't you want him up front? Because you want him to get attacked, so they keep giving themselves poison. You put him in the back, no one can attack him. They're not giving themselves poison. And the more poison they have, the stronger your poison DPSs are hitting. I don't know. Like I said, I don't read these kits that well. I'm probably missing something, or I'm probably missing something. So are you going to be all in on Shishira then? Are you going to go to full 200 if you go through your 107, or you're doing your 107 and then you're out? I also made a figured out my Mr. T team that I think I'm going to try to run. I think I'll do. I think I'm going to do Mr. T, Guy, and DCU Superman, and then I think I'm going to do Zatanna and Jess. I think that's the team I'm going to try to run. And then I think after that, I may go for the Poor Man Sacrifice team, where instead of running Dr. Fate, I'll run, and I don't have her yet, so I'll have to start from scratch, but do the purple chick, I forget her name. Star Carol. So I think I'll do the, because they said she works well on that sacrifice team, and do Aquaman and Mara up front with what, Carol, Constantine, and then Pandora in the back. So that's 2 teams out that I'm thinking is where I'm thinking. Because I have way too much investment in him to not use him in something, and Batman as well. I wish I could, man, but legendaries are off the board for me at the moment. That's why I called it the poor man's version. Yeah, just like my block team's the poor man's version with no Blue Beetle. But I think John Stewart will be just fine, and Nightwing kills anyway, so I'll be good there. And then after that, I don't know what I'll do after that. Maybe do I don't know if there's maybe by then I'll be ready for a poison team. Maybe I can find something with the Creature Commandos and the Bride. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. But 2 teams out's enough to kind of plan out. So block team, then do that Mr. T team. Then I think I'll do that sacrifice team. And then we'll see. And then it just depends on what legendaries are coming out too. And, maybe there'll be a legendary that'll pop that'll change my mind. I did make it to Victor's Arena. And now that you're here, it might help if I go to Victor's Arena. But I can't figure out how I can go in and decide who I want to fight. It doesn't let me do anything. I can change my lineup, which, speaking of which, I should do that. All right, Vixen. But I can't see where I can actually pick who I want to fight on this guy's team. I'm at a huge disadvantage because his combat power is 15 million. Right. So then I could go in and decide that, okay. So here's his block team with DCU Superman and the Flash, and he's got this team. Yeah, I don't think I can beat this guy. And then he's got a good sacrifice team with Fate, even though Fate's not 8 yet, so he doesn't have an artifact on him. But Pandora, yeah, I'm going to get smoked by this guy. Okay. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm going to get smoked by this guy. I guess I could try a team like that. Of course, I don't have Peacemaker. But I don't know. Yeah, that's down the road. But yeah, I made it again, so that was cool. And this time I made it with I had room. I think I was in the 30s, so I didn't even have to sweat it this time. I'd actually forgot all about it till this morning when I fired the game up. So you would do it in your lineup, right? You would move Like move them to team 2 and stuff like that. Okay, I get what you're saying. It won't matter for this one. Like I said, this guy's got me smoked. I can't handle these lineups he's got here. Maybe my block team would get a little lucky here. I don't know if my AO team could handle this or not. That would be my only problem. Him not being an 8 would give me a little bit of hope. But that'd be a tough one. It'd be whether or not my block team could handle this team or not. Or this team. I mean, he's got a good block team too. And then that DCU Superman, if that's badge 30, yeah, I can't deal with that. No, that's out of my league. I'd have to... Yeah, I'd have to hope my block team could beat this one, and then my AoE team would beat that one. I mean, she's 9, he's 8, so at least he's got the artifact on him. Even if he only does have him at badge... That badge 1? And he doesn't have Senior's artifact. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky and the order will work for me. Oh, did you? How? Oh, you got 4th last season, right? Let me do some of these. Oh, 10 million. Ouch. All right, let's see here. That's awesome. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, see, I get to about this point right here where I'm, and this is even low. Usually once I get into the 20s, I start running into these guys with the 13, 17, 12 millions, and my 7.7 just gets smoked. I can do some up punching, but not that much. Like, at 7 points, like, I could beat this guy if I get lucky. Whoa, I didn't even get a chance to pick anything. Get off. I hate the... I don't want that on. Yeah, see, like, I beat that guy. So that's a nice little up punch. We got a few more. Alright, look at all them. Aquaman to 11. Oh, look at that. Yeah, see, 13 million. Oh, it's Miss Squirrel's team. That's funny. Yeah, I can't compete with 13 million. That's almost, you know... He's got kind of the version of my poor man's sacrifice team. Or he does have my poor man's sacrifice team. That's the sacrifice team I was going to use. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think this is a sacrifice team I'm going to build. The one right there. I'll do that next after, Yeah, you're not going to get through that Zubble armor. Yeah, I can't wait to get that John Stewart built up. He's just going to get nuked before I can... Ah, you know what? I don't have his ultimate set up to go first either. Damn it. I got to get in and do that real quick. Yep, I needed him to go next. Even though I love Nightwing going because he stuns like a madman. But I need him going first. We'll skip this because he's about to... As soon as John Stewart dies, we're done. Yep. Even though he's holding on longer than I thought he would have. I don't have him to 8 yet, so I can't even put an artifact on him. But I do have the Green Lantern artifact. So I'm hoping this week, if I can get a lucky pull this week, I'll be able to put the artifact on him. Well, let me do two things while I'm thinking of it now. First, we need you up there. We'll do it this. We'll do it that way. And make sure I do that in my Victor's Arena too. Yep. Okay. This one doesn't really matter much. All right. Might as well at least put my best foot forward. But I do have the artifact. Where are you at? Right there. I've never even looked at what it does. Can even shields applied by the barrel also grant 10% damage resistance for 2 turns. And it gives me increases 15,000 HP. Hey, yeah. I'm all about that. That's interesting. Increases crit rate. So yeah, definitely be able to throw that on him as soon as I get him up. Like I said, I'm hoping best case scenario, we pull in Cheshire's event. I get John Stewart and Bloodsport within the first 30 pulls, and then I'm out. Won't even bother with anything else. I'll save my diamonds, I'll save everything else, and just move on and won't even worry about Cheshire. That's best case scenario. Let's see how many more of these I got. Alright, so 13 million again. We'll just leave it as is. We'll see what happens. I will watch the second one. I want to see John go, if John Stewart can get off in time, or if he gets, or if they take him up, take him out. Oh, he applies slow too. And some kind of defensive down. And weaken. But yep, nope, he applies slow too. Yeah, he's not getting through those shields though. This guy's must have a pretty good Lex. But he's doing what he's supposed to. Nightwing and his stuns, man. I'm telling you, the guy just is a stunning machine now. And if he's got more than 3 or 4 buffs, it's a 3-turn stun. I'd like Ocean Master to go off here and get the bleeds out. Yeah, it's just not enough yet. And then Demir's not going to go off in time to save Ocean Master. Ooh, that was a nice hit by Constantine. Can't compete with those shields though. But his survivability is pretty good even just at 7. See, that's a waste. That's why I like to control it. I could have waited. She was already stunned. I don't think it I don't think the 3-turn stun is congruent. Well, he's doing okay against my soft team. Yep, there they go. All right. It's the start, though. I mean, this team way overpowers me, so not much I can do there, but I like to see it against a team that it might be a little bit more. All right, there. This is a little bit better. See, I didn't even get a chance to pick that time. Ah, see more. No, he's not going to last long enough. Ooh, luckily Lex won instead of Constantine. Hey, he's got crypto. Oh, I lost Nightwing. This is over. Can John Stewart carry this by himself? I'm going to put some block on him. I know the block and the shield don't mix. Ah, they lost Constantine. Damn. But I think I'm going to put some block on him. And then some, I don't know. I don't know. You want this? See, here's where the block would be nice. Yep, the block had been nice right there. Well, they didn't do too bad. Not bad for some low-level block guys. Yeah, no, and he's going to, because I've I've already made the commitment. So there's no going back now, really. All right, I'm out of that for today. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm going to call it there. I unfortunately have a yard full of leaves I need to get rid of. So, but yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll just keep working on John. Like I said, if I can get these two, before I get Cheshire, I'm out. I don't need her. The poison team's way down the road for me. So my focus is these two. Artifact on him, get an artifact on him, and let that block team kind of round out. So, alrighty, guys. Well, I'm out of here. Best of luck on your Cheshire pulls. I think I'll hop on tomorrow morning and we'll try to push that story mode. I'd like to try to get into 41 and just keep pushing that story. And then hopefully Thursday we can get in and we'll push the system recovery. So, alrighty, guys. Best of luck to you on your pulls. Nothing but the best.